Yo, 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 what is up, ladies and gentlemen? How does it do? And we are in here now with the match of the evening. This is going to be XtremeeEsports versus D4 Immortals, because you gotta make sure that you know which D4 we're talking about here. So, if you guys aren't super familiar with what's going on right now, this is the finals of the league right now, or the Raw Call of Duty League. So, yeah, quite a lot on the line right now. Quite literally everything is on the line right now. And so, let's take a look at what maps we are going to be playing on for this very special evening. It's going to be starting things off on Fortress, one of the most, in my opinion, one of the best hardpoint maps to be playing on. Then we're going to be going to Mercado, Mercado, and Hotel. So, just to give you guys a little bit of an idea of how the night's going to be going on. And yeah, they seem to be looking to get quite right on into this. I'll just say a couple of things before we get started here on this one. And so, yeah, just looking at what sides these guys are going to be starting on is going to be important. It looks like D4 is going to be starting off on the preferred side. Meaning that they are going to be, you know, pretty much just looking to maintain the status quo, not look to give away too much time off this first hill, and keep these spawns for next, because they're currently in a better position than their extreme opponents. So, a little bit of early emphasis on extreme to get off the blocks nicely in order to not fall behind early on. Well, that's interesting. I've never seen that before. Anyways, I'll get to that in a second. What the heck happened? No, that's the reason. There we go. Figured it out. Anyways, D4 gonna be getting a little bit bullied off the objective. Extreme are gonna be getting very, very aggressively up on there and getting a lot of the hill time. This is gonna force D4 to make a quick reaction to this. Otherwise, they could be losing a lot more than just 20 seconds of hill time, which is already bad enough in and of itself because it gives Esports quite a bit of a cushion in order to push into the next objective without falling behind. It also negates a lot of what Immortals are going to be looking to do on this next hill rotation. But D4 are going to be able to break the hill with a decent amount of time left, and as well as get a full wipe, getting control over pretty much everything they could possibly want to, and forcing Extreme to come from one area in particular. They should be able to know, based on where their current positions are, where they're going to be coming from, but D4 spread themselves a little bit too thin, and they're going to be making Ascend have to do a lot of heavy lifting here, but heavy lifting he will do. Takes down two, the price of not even one yet. He's still alive, but I mean, Extreme, they do run their opponents very thin. They are going to be able to expose them on other parts of the map. And there you go, finally able to take down Ascend and Mr. Prime UK. And so, Extreme at the end of the day are going to be able to break this objective without their opponents even being able to take the lead from them. Prime UK almost taking another kill from this trouble, but not quite yet. So D4 Immortals, it might be a very dicey P2, especially considering how things were going into it, but they should be able to get these last couple of seconds. And they've got a good rotation in next. Pricey doing a good job in that aspect of the game. Oh, are they going to expect this? The answer is no. Oh my god, he might be able to take down all three. Not quite, but he really does tee up Ascended. Get in a good spot here for this rotation. Descent, he has nobody to hold these spawns for because all his teammates are alive right now, so they do have a window where they can find him where he's going to have absolutely no support whatsoever. So they should very well, yes, be able to take these spawns right back on away from him. Prime UK going to be getting taken down now as well, so D4 Immortals going to have a great rotation coming out here and should be able to stack some serious time up against Extreme. Yeah, this approach is not what you want to be doing here for XtremeeEsports if you can help it. Just because, like, this D4 are going to be able to just constantly keep on pushing out at you and just take it down. But, I mean, hey, I guess they sort of overload the one dude and they keep the angle on lockdown. That's a good way of pushing back on in, kind of, but either way, it just leads to them all dying. So, yeah, it's one of the reasons why it is so crucial to be getting a rotation to that objective in the first place. Speaking of rotations, we're going to be seeing D4 once again beating Extreme to the rotation. Ghost is going to try and be here and keep things open for his teammates to push on in. And that is exactly what he will do, just tracking them for quite a long time. But, I mean, no one really capitalizing on it just yet. Nice descent from Descent, dropping down low to the ground, but not quite able to get the kill for it. In the meantime, Extreme, they're just trying to do a little bit of hold up play. But D4 not looking to let them hold anything up. They're trying to just run them down, catch them in positions where they know they're going to be at. Force them to play out from XtremeeEsports. They do get some decent kills, but it's not going to be enough. People left alive in great positions. for the side of D4. And there you go. Descent able to take down the final player. And they should be able to get at least a little bit of time before this hill does die down. An interesting thing enough is that D4 Immortals, they are going to be having the rotation in X as well. It is close enough to the current objective to where you can justify pushing back in here and contesting them for this time. But you just gotta make sure you don't all die very quickly. That's like the one bad thing that could happen right now. And instead of happening to D4 Immortals, that is going to be exactly what happens to XtremeeEsports instead. XFI making a nice cross here, but trying to make his way into the objective itself, trying not to get naded out. Sees the guy draw on the horse heady. Almost able to bullet him right between the legs. Goes around the corner, able to drop down low and take down one, almost a second, but tees up the rest of his teammates for yet another kill. There you go, Ghost able to do a little bit of cleanup work. And runs right in, but still manages to fry Ascended. Well played, well played. Managing to keep Tickle off the angle as well, but he just needs a lot more assistance. Xtreme are not able to really reinforce this objective very quickly just because of the great hold-up play coming out from D4 Immortals. They're holding up all the resupply angles. Sorry, reinforcement angles. So it's not the easiest thing in the world for Xtreme to push back into these objectives. Just, I think this first rotation, what I'm taking away from this is D4 Immortals, so far they're just having better overall map control, better overall awareness, better rotations. They're just playing the map a little bit better, and they're not even necessarily just like overall better with aiming. They're just getting themselves in positions where they can, yeah, do stuff like that. Cornish? I'll call him Cornish. I don't know how to say the rest of that name, but Cornish can be able to get a solid amount of kills there in Pricey. Keeping the rotation nice and solid, looking for D4 Immortals. Well, this is pretty devastating for Xtreme. They're forced to keep on pushing in for this P1. They don't even have a guarantee of P2 until Prime UK is going to be securing the spawns. I don't quite know how he got there. I think he must have either D4 Immortals pushed up too far and flipped the spawns by accident, or either way, he is there, and they are going to be able to get the spawns going in their way. But still, D4 Immortals, they are still going to be up on the objective. They lost the spawns without dying, so they're still going to have their great positions and easily be able to retake the spawns. So nothing really going in the way of XtremeeEsports, despite the fact that they had spawns for a little bit. Unfortunate for them, and Ascended still looking pretty solid here. Staying alive for the time being, but XY does manage to find him at the end of the day. But again, nothing really able to be done because of these kills. D4 Immortals are keeping these fights nice and mixing enough to where XtremeeEsports are not able to capitalize on these kills, even though it's pretty close in the kill department, except for Ghost. I want to say Ghost is a little bit behind the rest of his teammates, but either way. Ghost trying to pick up right now. Trying to pick up some time right now, though. Pricey is going to be in and around the back. Could potentially make some issues for his opponents. He's going to be able to get the better of one, but not the second. And they do seem to have some good overall control over this objective. Tickle, I noticed, does have full streak, so if they can find the trophy system on this objective, it could very well be an easy retake coming in for them, courtesy of the streaks. But without them, I don't think it's going to be the easiest thing in the world. They do flip out the spawns, though, which is a good step for D4 Immortals. This is exactly what XtremeeEsports needed to do when they were trying to push this objective. But D4, they're doing the right thing in order to get things going their way. They're going to keep these spawns as well, making it really easy to push back in. And assist Tickle with his solid killing here. And in goes Cornish, able to get down one, but again, just too many people here for the Esports, and too much good aim coming out from Mr. Prime UK. As just like that, man, just like that, XtremeeEsports right back knocking at the door of D4 Immortals. It was about, like, I want to say over a 100-point lead or something like that at one point, but it was at least an 80-point lead. But now the lead is completely and utterly dissipated. Esports with this rotation. If Descent can manage to find these guys, no, it's actually going to be D4 Immortals. They're going to be looking to re-establish their lead off this hill. They really need his Descent to go huge here, coming in around the back, frying one. Maybe finding the other one on the stairs. Almost getting caught out with that nade throw, but either way, trying to take the fight to him. Knows that time is limited. Time is a precious commodity in hardpoint, so he's trying to stay too long, but XFI is going to die some time for time being, turning and burning onto another one, and forcing a lot of attention to be taken to the objective, allowing his teammates to push in from the sides, and in they go. Easy break as it gets, but easy hold, that's gonna be another topic. Sent some great assistance to Prime UK, but it's not going to be enough. There's just gonna be too many people coming in from WRDCL, so they are going to be able to get some great control back over the objective, and they should, off of this, be able to break the 200-point mark, which means they will be able to win off of any of the remaining hills, which is a luxury that XtremeeEsports is not going to be having. The rotations are going to have to be good. Their gun skill is going to have to be even better. And they also are going to have to make sure that they don't let their opponents win off of breaks. There's just a large range of possibilities now for D4 Immortals to be winning off of now. No one's going to be able to stop Ghost from just running right through the killing this one. Runs out of bullets, though, right before it's ended. This is going to be asked a little bit too much. Objective being nice and mixy, no one wanting to let each other get off the objective if at all possible. So 30 seconds have gone completely and utterly into the wind just because everyone's trying to vie for positioning, but at the end of the day, D4 Immortals can afford to play this game a lot more than XtremeeEsports can, because look at this. There's only 30 seconds left on the objective, and they're already getting pretty dang close to win. They can't win it off of this one, but they can get within 3 points. This is going to cause a lot of concern for Xtreme, especially since D4 have got the good rotation in next. Cornish already going to be here, forcing XtremeeEsports to make their way on over here if they don't want to lose this thing right here, right now. And they lose everybody except for Ghost. Ghost got to go huge. And the current moment does find one, but Cornish still alive. Cornish is going to be dying here, so a great flank from Ghost is going to keep his team in the game for the time being. They do still have quite a lot more to do up until to make sure that they don't lose this, but I mean, hey, that was a good start. Ghost is going to get a little bit surrounded and pounded here as well. XtremeeEsports doing too much, but holding on to the next objective that they can neglect the current one. And so D4 Immortals are going to sweep the rug out from under them off of the P1 and take this first map. Yeah, on a map that is all about rotations, it just seems like D4 Immortals are doing a slightly better job in that aspect. There were moments where Xtreme well and truly picked up the pace on a lot of their rotations and their breaking ability, but it just wasn't enough. They even got in so far as catching their opponents off of a good P3, but D4 Immortals, that P4 was truly devastating. The fact that they kept it nice and mixy just like that, as well as being able to get the majority of the time and hit the 200-point margin first, it put their opponents in a really rough position where, again, I mentioned it earlier, they had to keep on challenging out for all these objectives, and it made it possible that they weren't really going to be able to get good rotations on their opponents, which is the whole point of the map. So picking that up against your opponents is pretty much a great victory condition, and it allowed D4 to get to their victory. So, ladies and gentlemen, in case you guys did miss the first map, we don't have a scoreboard here, unfortunately, but D4 did win the first map, so we're going to be going on to Mercado now. This is a mode where search and destroy teams well and truly thrive. Well, sorry, a map where search and destroy teams well and truly thrive. This is a map where there's a lot you can do in terms of strats, set pieces, and as well as nade spots. It's a lot like CS:GO like that, where if you really know your nade spots, if you really get your timings down, if you get your if you get your set pieces down, you can really, really destroy your opponents. Whereas in some previous Call of Duties, there were some search and destroy maps where you could just get away with running at your opponent. I'm talking about, you guys know what maps I'm talking about. A lot of them were in the previous COD Call of Duty Vanguard. But either way, what I'm saying here is that whichever team is better in search and destroy, I think is going to be having it's going to be a lot more pronounced on a map like this than maybe on a map like Hotel. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be getting in here now with the search and destroy. If I do recall correctly, I've actually casted XtremeeEsports before, and they won that game. So if I remember correctly, they did have some pretty good times in the search and destroy. I think they had a really, really good job there. But I'm a little bit surprised because if I do recall, they were also really proficient in the hard point as well, especially on that map. So I don't know. I guess D4 is just a little bit better than them when it comes to respawns. So if that is the case, and judging by their playstyle, I would judge that to be the case. I would really think that this is going to be important for the side of good old Xtreme to be winning, not just because they need a map. They need to win 3. They need to win 3. Obviously, they need to win this map. But like, what I'm trying to say here, ladies and gentlemen, is if your opponents are really good at hard points, you need to be able to be very good at search and destroys, because if you're not good at hard points and you're not good at search and destroys, that's 4 maps that you're not going to be getting, and your opponent can easily blow you out of the water. So this would be a great time to start for the side of XtremeeEsports in order to get back into this game. Just especially since I know that they're pretty decent at the map. So, ladies and gentlemen, while we set this one on up, we're going to be going to a quick break. Do not go anywhere. We'll catch you in a little bit. Once again, this time in the Search and Destroy on Mercado Las Almas. If you ever forget the name of the map, it is right there, right as we get in. You can always remember it. And so, yeah, I do have a little bit of intel on the other team now, D4. As I said, I have seen Xtreme play this mode before, and they were pretty good at it. But I've got some intel now that D4 Morals are also some Search and Destroy demons in and of themselves. So, I guess we'll truly see who is nade spots better. There you go, already. Tickle is going to be getting the nade spot down properly onto Ghost. Descend already getting descended upon pretty hard. He's well and truly stuck. They know where he is. So, they're going to look to pinch this guy out. He's got no help whatsoever so far, so he's going to try and get out of here before the pinch-up play comes on in. He knows exactly what's coming. Ooh, xFi able to get one right on back. We'll play it on his part. Cross is known, but maybe not after that. He does miss the nade, so I guess D4 Mortals do have the nade spots a little bit better. Flash is going to be getting him on the second attempt now, so they are going to know that there's going to be somebody at least downward towards there. And Pricey going to be losing his head up against Descent as well, so he's going to be leaving Ascended in a little bit of a rough spot alongside Tickle. 30 seconds left, and all XtremeeEsports has to do right now is just sit here. Wait for something to happen. They have to just sit here and pretty much wait for the bomb plant to go down. Otherwise, like, yeah, D4 Mortals are going to be losing this one if they don't get this bomb plant down sooner rather than later. Plant does come down in a 3v2 situation. They could very well catch this guy as he does try to get back in here, but if you want to go for this retake, Ascend is going to be able to get in a position where he can just run right up, but they're going to know he's here. Should be able to get the better of this guy now because they know exactly where he is. Sees Prime UK now as well. Where's Tickle in all this? He's trying to watch the main avenue of assault while Ascend. Yeah, they're just unable to watch all the angles possible, and Knife Out gets completely annihilated. So, yeah, great retake coming in here from the side of XtremeeEsports. They do get blooded first, but the fact that xFi was able to get such a great sniper shot, and they were able to stabilize themselves from there and pretty much get good control over the map again. So, put D4 Mortals in position where they had to go and force a plant down, and then go in for a 3v2 retake. So yeah, I did see some love for D4 in the chat, saying that they are a huge search and destroy team. That may be true, but XtremeeEsports, clearly a good search and destroy team in and of their own right. I was not lying to you about that. Crazily enough, D4 Mortals have only gotten 1 kill so far, so we're going to see what they do on the defense. Nade coming up from XtremeeEsports just to make sure that they think that they're coming over here, while all the while Ascended is about to get forced into a difficult position. Nade going right past his face, sticking him in. Oh my god, worst time to throw a flash grenade ever. It's top 10 worst times to throw a flash grenade. Either way, XtremeeEsports getting a 1-for-1 trade. Forcing a rotation to come out from D4 Mortals, but the plant spot is going to be very easily denied from D4. This mid-map position, Pricey's actually going to forfeit it in order to go through the middle of the map for a flank. Prime UK is going to be watching this, and Tickle in the meantime catching the bomb carrier. Prime UK, gotta be making sure he looks the right way at the right time. Oh my god. He's going to see him at the right time, fries him alive, and just like that, it's a 2v2 situation. Descend. Very, very weak. Needs some help from Prime UK, otherwise this game's going to quickly evade them. Time is running out. Prime looking for him, sees him. They're going to look to pinch this dude out. He's got no help! Where the heck did Korn go? Where did Korn go? But he's still in a position where he can catch them on the bomb plant. Either way, they're expecting to come on in here, and there you go. Expecting to go and check for the bomb. XtremeeEsports play his own lack of intel up against him, and they will be able to take 2 rounds in a row now. Yeah, the unfortunate thing there is that, in my opinion, it was a little bit of a misplay there for D4 Mortals to split themselves up. Split themselves up like that. Like I'm saying, Pricey, he was in a good spot to Sorry, no, it was Tickle that was in a good spot. And if his teammate was watching over him, they could have easily baited Esports and had to make a push and take them on in a 2v2 situation, but it didn't quite happen that way. Instead, they allowed the guy to get intel on him, and he had no help whatsoever. Send is going to be able to take down one, though, and they just run right up and fry them alive. So, D4 Immortals turn up the heat a little bit, and XtremeeEsports don't seem like they're handling it very, very well. XFI, always good for 1 kill, though. But I don't know if that's going to be enough to get them back in here. He seems to think it is, as he's popping dead silence. Looking to make a play, but through the middle of the map, Mr. Tickle is going to be able to find another one. Great shot coming out from XFI once again, though. Trying to keep his team's hopes of winning this one alive. And so, I'm not going to say it's not. I'm not going to say that he's got no hope whatsoever. He's going to be able to get the better one, but no more bullets. Almost with the ace, but D4 Immortals this time stay close enough to where they can get the trade out kill. And they will be able to get the first round on the board for themselves now. No early nade deaths coming out from XtremeeEsports this time, but oh, Pricey not playing carefully enough. And D4 Immortals, I guess the aggression is not going to be working in the same way 2 times. Trying to get a turn and burn to Xfire, and does do so. That's at least one clip that you can have for Ascend. As yeah, D4 Immortals, they do get a singular kill. It was flashy, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to get them right back into this round. Turn the corner now on the one, but unfortunately does not see the guy laying down on the ground, so XtremeeEsports just running all over them, running them ragged. Or just letting their opponents run right at them and shooting them as they're still mid-stride, so yeah, XtremeeEsports. These guys pick up very quickly on their opponent's tendencies. They got run down in the in the previous round, and they are not keen on letting it happen in the same round, well, in the second round again. So yeah, already turning that card up against Immortals. Immortals are going to have to clearly find a different way of beating out D4 Immortals if they are going to be looking to keep these rounds going their way. As you can see already, XtremeeEsports are not putting themselves in spots where they can get naded out early on or run down by some early aggression from their opponents. These guys are a very, very learning team, but unfortunately, forfeiting those spots does allow your opponents to get good counter angles for you early on, and this is exactly what D4 Immortals really, really wanted. They get in a spot where as soon as a guy tries to peek up on the site, they shoot him right in the face. So that's going to yield them a very early blood, as well as some good pushing potential on the bottom. Ghost, though, in a great spot to do some damage. Does kill one. And the flank now coming out from Prime UK. Oh my god, Ghost! Huge kill there. Corn unable to get the return kill either, so yeah, that's bombed down, and it gives them a manpower advantage. Prime UK in the meantime, going for a little bit of a flank. Could be a little bit risky, but Tickle's not ready for it. Trying to buy himself a little bit of time for his teammate to help him, but Corn is just surrounded, and there's nothing he can do. Beset upon on all sides. Does see one, there's absolutely nothing he can do, though. And so XtremeeEsports putting on a little bit of a masterclass for D4 Immortals and how to play Mercado Las Almas in Search and Destroy. Easy money indeed there for Ghost. I love it when people have like tags like that on there because I get to make jokes about him. I mean, definitely easy money for him so far. D4 Immortals, unfortunately for them, still have a player without a singular kill. Corn, I'm a little bit surprised at him because he did so well in the hard point, but just getting completely and utterly shut out in this one. I guess XtremeeEsports are a little bit better for Search and Destroy. Properly landed nade, literally hit Ghost right in the face and killed almost everybody. So Corn, maybe this is his time to shine. It's his time, ladies and gentlemen. It's his turn. But oh my god, his teammates all die. He does get his first kill. I go get a second one. Corn clearly hearing me calling him out, and he goes, instantly equalizing here and getting his team back in a winning position for this round. Descent all by his lonesome. What can he do? Maybe try and isolate Corn. Corn is still in here all by his lonesome, and maybe he can. Oh no! Corn now looking to find him. Descent knows that he's going to be in here somewhere. Trying desperately to find Corn. Corn does not want to be found, so he's just going to sit on these stairs and wait for somebody to peek out at him. Oop! Descent, hearing the bullet coming his way, trying to find Corn, but Corn, once again, the master of evasion. The art of elusiveness, well and truly on display here from Corn, as he evades his opponent once again, and there's only 20 seconds left in this round, so he's gonna have to go for this bomb plant, but D4 Immortals know that, so they're gonna go back and check the bomb, and sure enough, he is going to be there. So D4 Immortals, off the back of Corn, who had 0 kills coming into the round, are going to be able to recover from a very, very detrimental early 2 deaths. And again, usually that's something that you're able to push your way into a round win off of, but that early nade in combination with the fact that Corn really had a chip on his shoulder in order to get something done that round, and was able to do so, just, you know, gave them a good opportunity to do it. So we'll see if they can get as good a grenade down this time, but again, XtremeeEsports, they don't want to get naded out, so they're going to be giving up these positions really early on, allowing D4 Immortals to get really, really close to them. Pricey, gonna look if he can go over the top. And over the top he can go! Nobody watching, nobody ready, and nobody alive anymore for XtremeeEsports. As the bomb plant does go down, 2 kills going one way, but not the other. Tickle in the meantime able to find one in the middle of the map, putting things all on main man Xify. Unfortunately for him, put away the sniper in favor of the Vaznev. And will be dying now as well. A perfect round now going in the hands of D4 Immortals. Maybe it just took them a little bit of time to figure out what the best avenue of attack is going to be up against XtremeeEsports. But now that they found it, they've won quite a few rounds in a row, and this one especially did not look very close at all. So, D4 still very, very in this game. D4 looking for another great grenade, but great grenades are going to be planted on them instead. And so, this does give XtremeeEsports a little bit of a window to go in for this bomb plant and get as much good positioning as they possibly can. D4 Immortals, they've completely given it up because they just assume that their opponents are going to be taking control over all these positions and going back in would be a death trap, and apparently now it is. XtremeeEsports, though, they're taking quite a long time to act on this good positioning that they've got for themselves. Prime UK, the most advanced of spots, is going to be denying at least a play towards the dumpster heady. But mid-map is still a complete and utter unknown for XtremeeEsports, so they do have to be quite careful in how they go about this. Flash hitting nothing, letting them know that pretty much all they gotta do is make sure that they don't get shot out from the middle of the map. So Ghost diving onto the site, no one gonna be able to shoot him from the middle of the map. They should be able to get out of here without so much as a kill going the enemy team's way. So, free plant coming in now, as well as some great post-plant positioning for XtremeeEsports. This should be a great spot for them to go for another round win, but I mean, will it? That's going to be the real question. It does start that way, as Descent is going to be able to take down one. Sees a player of Corn, and Corn going to be forced off the angle. Xify in the meantime, holding things down in the middle of the map, putting things down into a 2v3 situation. Time is running out, and lives are running out for D4 Immortals. Corn trying to get something, anything done. Teammate does get one, and oh my god, they might be able to do it. Got to go for a hot defuse now. And oh, Descent not able to get him off the angle. Well played by Corn. Comeback is happening, ladies and gentlemen. The comeback is real, and so it is for Corn as well. Man, oh man, D4 Immortals, they have caught XtremeeEsports. And despite the fact that Xtreme had such a great post-plant position, they just got a little bit too pressured there towards the end. And Corn, under pressure, does incredibly, incredibly well as he covers his teammate on the hot defuse. If his teammate died there, it wouldn't have mattered if he had gotten the kill or not. So yeah, Corn, being the man on the mission, the man that you can look at in order to get stuff done when it matters the most. Still negative, by the way, but I would still consider him to be man of the match if Price didn't have double his kills, but either way. Man of the map, excuse me. Man of the match is still yet to be decided. We still got a whole match to go as Prime UK gonna be able to take down Ascended. But I know exactly what's going on here. Ghost gonna be forced off the angle though, so this should be an easy thing coming their way. Pricey gonna be finding another one out as well in XtremeeEsports. Very divided from one another. This should be D4 Mortals hunkering down on the objective and easily able to 2v1 these guys 2 times. Or even 3v1 them 2 times, but either way. It's going to be very difficult for XtremeeEsports to put these 2 halves of the map together. XFI trying to gain a little bit of intel, but literally nothing to be found here. Angle on the outside. Goes right into the eye line. Corn and unable to do anything up against him in Descent. Same story for him. So, D4 Immortals now with the lead. I might have misjudged who was the better Search and Destroy team here. I think you can forgive me for that, though, because it was a great start. It was an astounding start for Xtreme, but no firm response has been given to their opponents. As soon as D4 found out how to properly push these bomb sites, nothing has really been done about it, and now D4, 2 cruise missiles. They put themselves in a great victory condition spot here. They only need 1 more round, and they've got 2 streaks. So even if they don't win this one, they have 2 streaks in order to win round number 11. XFI starting things off nicely. Kill in a great spot here as well, able to fry 1, but unable to get the turn and burn on a Ghost, and Ascended is going to be the sole survivor in the middle of the map, hoping to catch one of these players out, but bluffs the shots. Would have been a hard angle to hit anyway. So, XtremeeEsports looking to put themselves into round number 11. They know exactly where Ascended is. There's only 40 seconds left, and as long as Xtreme play in corners that don't enable them to get 3 individual 1v1s, they should be able to put this one onto around number 11 and potentially shut this one out up against D4 Immortals. But again, those streaks are going to be telling a little bit of a different story potentially. Send checking every single angle, but I mean, yeah, there's not really much you could do. As soon as he turns that corner, there's a billion places he could get shot from. So XtremeeEsports, they do go to round number 11, but these streaks got me worried, guys. These streaks got me really, really worried. They've got 2 cruise missiles. So XtremeeEsports, this is not going to be an easy task by any means, especially if they want to go for a bomb site. I mean, which is something you have to do on the attacking side. Which is, sorry, no, they're going to be on the defending side, but either way, this is going to enable D4 Immortals to go for an easy A-site take. They should be able to go in pretty dang quickly, especially considering that Xtreme are going to be forced to run into the tunnels or the outside of the map. Yeah, this could be a great source of kills for them. They're going to be forced to take a quick play inside. Oh my god, XFI almost taken down too, but Ghost. The only 2 players left alive, though, are the players with streaks, though. So, all they got to do is use one of them. And in it comes. And it comes from Korn. Calling in the airstrike. Thinking about where the best spot would be for it. Okay, though. Taking a long time to make his decision. As like we said, in the meantime, Pricey. Seems like they're bypassing the streaks here. Korn taking quite a long time to use this SAE. Long time. No, I think it's because it's not G8. I swear it's G8. But either way, second cruise missile coming in now with not a whole lot of time left. D4 Immortals got to go for this bomb pickup. Korn just holding on to it as long as it's humanly possible so that they can actually get spine down. And there you go. All streaks have been used. Is it going to be enough, though? Ghost making his way on in, forcing his opponents off the angle. And in they go. Turn the corner, and they do get Pricey. 1-for-1 trade. It's all on Ghost versus Korn. Does he dare? Does he dare go for the defuse? The answer is going to be no, as Korn is going to be rotating through the middle of the map, looking to make a route onto Ghost. Ghost really running out of time. Dead silence activated. And so, Korn, time is running out. Time is his best friend, as Ghost is going to have to go for the defuse here now. Gonna hop on the defuse. Gonna be forced to go for this defuse, and Korn is gonna run the clock down. Icy as it gets. Man of the match, ladies and gentlemen, as D4 are going to be able to inch this one out over Xtreme. And again, I don't think they would have been able to do it if they didn't get all those streaks. So playing those tricks well and truly greatly in order to make sure that they get the post plant that they want to, and Corn, icy as it gets in these situations. So, D4 Immortals are going to be able to take both maps now. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it once again, this time, for the first time, onto Greenberg Hotel. To be totally honest, I never thought that at map number 3 I would be saying this is the first time we're on Greenberg Hotel, but yes, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. One of the most popular of the control maps. It's, yeah, definitely pretty even-handed between the attacking and defending side. It really just does come down to execution, and so far, the team that has executed just a little bit better on the night so far, has been D4 Immortals. Especially at the end of that, at the end of that search and destroy, they took them a little bit of time to get going, but man, oh man, once they hit their stride, they looked so damn good. They look to start things off nice and B, and they catch Ascend as he is ascending up the wall, but yeah, it's still going to be a lot of great positions, and Tickle riding another one as he does try to keep things open for a B-sided push. Riding another one, Descent. And D4 Immortals, if they can catch this objective very early on, then this will be really tough for XtremeeEsports to counteract. And there you go, running right up at him once again. Currently my pick for man of the match is going off yet again. Not stopping from the end of that search and destroy. Already coming in here with a solid 4 kills unanswered. Prime UK is going to get past him, and Xify will kill him, but it doesn't matter because the B site is already going to be on lockdown, and Pricey's already on the next one. So, the Bulls are looking quite likely to just bulldoze Xtreme on this attack. Xtreme won't take this lying down though, so Xtreme try his damn best to get streaks, but Tickle is getting a really important kill to deny that, as well as kill him off the flank. So yeah, D4 Immortals are going to be just sucking up all this stuff and getting quite a lot of kills all the while. So they have lost 9 deaths. They've only taken 10 deaths. Their opponents have taken 17. That is not sustainable number for Esports either way. Especially considering your opponents only need 1 more tick and then 2 more minutes. D4 Immortals are literally winning on every count right now. Mr. Prime UK trying to stop defeat this early on is going to be hopping on and does catch Ascend off of it. So is going to be keeping his team in this round momentarily. This is going to be, it's got to be pretty tight for XtremeeEsports to win out on this defensive side. They've lost quite a lot. Their opponents have plenty of lives, plenty of time to get back into this. But I mean, decent. Is it Descent or Decent? I'm struggling at this point to know. But either way, Descent is going to be making it. Trying one, forcing Mr. Tickle around the corner, and they know exactly where he is now. I'm sure he's been called out now, but Tickle, all he's got to do is turn away, and there you go, Decent taken down, and the bait and switch is going to be coming out now as well for Corn on the site. Corn taking down 3, man of the match material right here, Corn, as he's doing it all for his team, getting the kill, getting the objective time. Decent is going to have to put his body on the line here, and it's not even going to matter. Going in quickly now, Prime UK, barely at the last second, going to be winning it. Well, not winning it, but like getting it, stopping his opponents from winning, excuse me. Just like that, D4 Immortals are going to be running out of spawns, so this will come down to one last push. Xtreme are going to be a player down as well. So D4 Immortals could very well go for a flanking play. Pricey. Down in, gonna get shot in the back, manpower advantage, well and truly gone. And Ghost takes down another one. They might just be able to inch this one out yet. Corn looking to not let that happen though, does get one. The 2v2 now for the win. D4 Immortals going for a flank. Ascend. What can he do in this position? I'm really worried because XtremeeEsports are all looking this way. They're expecting it at this point. Let's take down Ghost. And there you go. D4 Immortals, despite some scary stuff coming out from XtremeeEsports, are going to be able to win this one out. It is important to note that it is going to be on kills instead of ticks, so you technically only have 5 ticks as well as a win, so I do believe, unless they changed it back to it being on kills, I really should figure that out, but yeah, D4 Immortals, 5 ticks and a win. So XtremeeEsports, they can still get 6 ticks and a win here. It just really depends on how they start things out. Now, if I had to take a guess, I'm sure that D4 Immortals are going to be putting extra emphasis, yes, on keeping control over the B site, because you don't want to be losing that super early like XtremeeEsports did. Look at what happened to them. Oh my god, Ascend's getting super aggressive. He's flying right on in by the seat of his pants. I mean, Corn's already in a position where he's got to pick up the pieces for the rest of his teammates. And oh my god, he almost does it, but Prime UK stands his ground. Either way, D4 Immortals are going to have plenty of time to go and wipe him off the objective as well. So far, unsuccessful pushes at either site coming in for Prime UK, though, able to take down 2 for the price of free. And so that does enable Xtreme to walk onto the B objective and get great control over it. The only way they can really get attacked from is the mid-map. And because the mid-map is open, it allows Ascend to get a spot where he can just go up in top bed and shoot them all in the back. Prime UK, though, still in a good position. But again, there's just too many people left alive. This is going to force eventually XtremeeEsports to go for a different site. They know that their opponents are all nice and strong up on the other one. So, with time running out, they are going to have to make the executive decision to go towards A. They're going to be taking it pretty dang quickly. I'm wondering if D4 Immortals are even going to try to get in here. Yeah, they're not. They're just going to be chalking it. Which, in my opinion, is the good decision. There's a lot more that could have gone wrong if they tried to go for the retake than could have gone right. They were pretty much no possibility of retaking that. So at worst, they would have gotten completely wiped out and been unable to set up for B and allowed for a great transition for XtremeeEsports. So, they didn't want to let that happen. Getting a strong setup, and there's still a lot of hope for them in this round. They could be getting something going here, but the flank is looking good. Ghost sees the shoulder. Tries to turn back around that corner, but again, he's in a really difficult position. Korn not ready for him, though, so Ghost keeping his position nice and viable and alive. B zone is currently being captured, so that's going to force Tickle to make his way back down in here. He is going to be spotted, though, and Prime UK will be able to take him off of that angle. But with the mid-map wide open for D4, they're going to be able to get these flanks onto these guys and get control over bedrooms. So this is why it is so difficult to get A first and B second, just because it allows people like D4 Immortals to flank you and just try you off the objective, where you will not be able to do that on A as easily. And look at this, Ascended, holding it off very incredibly well. 2 for the price of free so far. No one's been able to do anything against him except for XFI. But time and lives are running out, and XFI gonna get caught in the door frame now as well. Prime UK trying to go for a cheeky flank. No one is going to be on an angle to challenge this. So, Prime UK sees him. And just like that, it is going to be him on the flank. No one going to be able to really watch the full frontal assault. Catching him off, and in they go. They should be able to get this site on lockdown. Not a whole lot of time, though. Not a whole lot of time to spare. They just Korn, and they do get him. And evading Ascend as well. Huge for Prime UK, but Price coming around the back. Great turn coming out for Prime UK. His teammates need to go huge now for him, though. Descent. Taking down 1. All he's got to do is just stay alive up against Korn. Can't do it, though, and it's all on XY Soul Survivor. And yeah, D4 Immortals just holding their opponents at a distance, doing a better job at trading out, and it will result in them holding out on their attack as well as on their defense. I just want to draw attention to a big difference here, ladies and gentlemen, in how both these teams defend the B site. D4 Immortals, they went in and they prioritized defending that, even at the expense that they could be losing A. They sent in 3 and only 1 guy in on A, where they could easily flank around the back and shoot the people on the back if they went for B, which is exactly what happened. So, XtremeeEsports, they are going to be giving a lot more emphasis to B this time around. I'm just worried that it's going to be a little bit too late for them, that they didn't do that in the first round. So, just like that, it seems as though D4 Immortals are going to not take a singular casualty as they get control over A. This is not great for XtremeeEsports. They got a lot of time, haven't lost a single life, but I mean, Xtreme hasn't lost a whole lot of lives either, it does have to be said. What they really wanted to do is whittle down their opponent's lives, but if they can keep them off, they can address the time now as well. So it is still possible for Xtreme to win this one, obviously, but a lot of good things have been done in the early game for D4 Immortals to take this one home. 3-0 in the map and 3-0 in the series as well. they go. Somebody gotta go here. They've got one. And on the objective he goes, wiping it, but not before they do get the first tick. So, yeah, that's a good retake coming out from Xtreme, not to lose in the immediate, but D4 Mortals, if they can just keep doing, they can keep doing that over and over and over again. If they keep getting ticks for that, for those pushes, then they will eventually win. So, XtremeeEsports, they gotta come up with something huge, man. They gotta go, they gotta kill a lot of people right now. That's all I really gotta say, is they gotta go huge. They gotta find it with the inner beast within themselves, but so far that remains to be seen. UK trying to be that for his team. But it's not going to be enough. Still looking to get a tick here, but this time the tick is going to be denied for XtremeeEsports. That's at least a little bit better than it was before, and they should be able to clear this one off if they do so desire it, but, I mean, it's not super easy to clear ticks. As shown by Pricey, there you go. Horn. We're taking down another one, and that's 3 down. 3v1 coming in here now. This should be a great opportunity to get another tick for the side of D4 Mortals. And they should be able to get this final one now as well. Oh my goodness. 0 to 100 real quick as D4 Mortals, ladies and gentlemen. They are going to be your champions up against XtremeeEsports. That was the finals, and D4 Mortals looking well and truly immortal tonight as they win this thing 3-0. They had a few close calls in the search and destroy and in the hard point, kinda in the hard point, but mostly in the search and destroy. But that control, not even close. They look like champions coming out of that. And yeah, if I do have to pick a man of the match tonight, I love always doing this. Even though there were some great moments for Pricey as well, he did get the majority of their kills in the search and destroy, as well as I think in general. Horn just had too many huge moments for me not to give it to him. It's not about quantity, sometimes it's about quality. So Horn is my man of the match for tonight. Went absolutely huge and is one of the major reasons why his team won tonight. So, WRDCL are going to be doing more stuff like this in the future, I do believe. So, go ahead and follow them. You're on their Twitch right now. And give them some love on their Twitter as well. I'm sure that they have it linked somewhere. If not, I can link it for you. Guys, WRDCL, go ahead and give them some love, as well as XtremeeEsports and D4. They put on a great show tonight, so go ahead and give everybody some love. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I've got nothing else for you. Congratulations to D4 on the victory.